So welcome everybody to Mycity. If you are new and you aren't familiar with how we work, we're going to go around the room, give you a minute to introduce yourself. And if you are interested in looking for a type of business or a referral partner, please feel free to share that. And please also paste your contact info into the chat. We especially like to have your LinkedIn connection included. And I'm going to use a timer when we start our talks, but we're going to start with Bob since it's your show, Bob. So give me 1 second. Timer. And there we go. Take it away, Bob.
Okay, so yeah, this group has been running for 5 years. Last week we had an attendance of 28 people. And our objective is to make sure that we're referring business to each other. And I've done studies for, well over 20 years on where do most people, you can go to Google, by the way, and ask Google, where do most people get their new business? And then you could put a note in there, is it from referrals? And Google spit back the answer, yes. So it's still the best form of marketing you can have. People to people is a great thing. I personally, I'm a social media guy. I've been doing it for a lot of years. I own a company called Mycity.com, and I'm still addicted.
And there is no cure.
David Thie popped up into the screen, and David's been with me a lot of years already. So it's great to have you all here. So thank you.
We love our regulars, but we also love our guests. So it's great to see everybody here. Just a quick question, maybe hands up if you've seen, I did make posts on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn to announce our Zoom meeting. Did anybody see it?
I saw it on Facebook.
Thank you. Anybody else? Well, I posted it yesterday.
I saw it on LinkedIn.
Instagram, but it was on my business page, my Instagram business, and also on LinkedIn. And someone saw it on LinkedIn. Is that
Yeah,
Linda?
I did.
Right on. Joseph, Daryl, thank you. All right, awesome. All right, speaking of Daryl, our man in Estonia, way across the pond. Good morning, Daryl.
Morning to all of you over there. So I'm Daryl. I'm a coach. I work primarily with leaders in the tech space to boost their confidence and their communication skills so they can build awesome team and organizational cultures. That's it. I think I've just posted my stuff in the chat, but open to connections, partnerships, collaborations. I'm looking at exploring my connections with the US a little bit more, since I might be heading over that way towards the end of the year, beginning of next year.
Excellent.
Or more than a visit?
Who knows? Who knows? There's some appeal about the US. I don't know what it is.
Once he gets there, he's not going to leave.
We are the 800-pound gorilla with warts and all, but I understand that there's a thriving tech community in Central Europe. I hear Poland's really happening right now, which, we don't hear anything about it in our regular media, but I know that there's a vibrant community of, well-educated folks in all the Baltic states and Eastern Europe. I know Romania is coming on board as a good player, so very interesting times over there. But of course, here we have so much happening, it's almost ridiculous. But we appreciate your being here, Daryl, so thank you so much. Next up, Betty Withrow, writer extraordinaire. Good morning, Betty.
Thank you, Scott. I guess that means you liked what I did, and we have to make sure of that.
We have to talk. No,
yeah, we need to talk, make sure that everything's tight. So yeah, I do all sorts of writing support, from author coaching through ghostwriting, editing, and copy creation. I collaborate with Roy Dickan in his marketing project, which is extraordinary and unique and amazing. and with other people in publishing industries of various kinds. My whole thing is finding out what's important to you and helping to make that happen. In any project, the first question I ask is, what do you want this to do? Because all of your messaging, all of your media strategies, everything revolves around that ultimate result. And then from there, we can reverse engineer and then go back and say, what do you want this to do to make sure? So thank you for everything. And it's great to see everybody this morning.
Thanks, Betty. We appreciate that you're here. I'm just curious, is there a particular type of collaboration or project that is like the most difficult on the scale of ease or difficulty
Difficult for me or for the client?
for you?
For me, I think drawing people's personal stories out can be very difficult for me, because sometimes I have to watch my clients go through vast emotional turmoil. But the upside of that is that I get to witness them learning their own value and elevating their space and their relationship with their life. So it's worth it.
Yeah, I've seen evidence of when people have a breakthrough. It's pretty startling and wonderful.
It's
Makes it all worth it.
Fantastic moment. Visually, you can see them lifting up and the light filling them. It's wonderful.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much. Next up, Roy Dicken. Good morning, Roy.
Good morning, Scott. I have a lead generation tool that Betty alluded to that can send you instant leads on demand. I just set a dentist up yesterday and we wanted to test it out. So we only wanted 10 leads to make sure it was working. They got 10 leads in less than 2 hours. So it's a good thing we cut it off at 10, because if we had let it run all day, who knows how many it would have been, but well over 100, I'm sure. So that's how many leads you can get off this tool I call Conversion Alchemy.
It's a great tool. The fact that you can do this so economically is, I think people don't really understand, unless they've bought leads in the past, what a great value your service is. So if you haven't yet done a one-on-one with Roy, you should schedule that. Definitely.
Quick question. I really do want to do a one-on-one, but my question for you is, of those 10 leads, I don't know how many people you tried it with, what was the percentage of the closing rate?
Well, they just came in. So, and it's not really for me to really know. It goes right to the dentist, but it's sent right to their page where they can, they can set up an appointment. I really don't have access to knowing exactly what appointments are set up, but I know that the dentist also uses pay-per-click, and the results he gets aren't anything like this. And each lead costs 10 times as much. So
That's a nice comparison. Just for general reference, my experience, and it's kind of like an industry standard for when you have leads, it's the 10-3-1 principle. 10 leads will get you 3 good responses and you'll close 1. And if you can do any better than that, you'll probably have so much business you won't even be able to handle it.
But we can help you do better than that, because when you have a funnel, which Betty can help you set up for, or Linda Blair, it's part of her tool. Funnels are part of her tool. You can keep in touch with these leads, and therefore they may not convert today, but they may convert in 3 days or 1 month or longer. And also you're building a relationship with them, so that you're going to, in many cases, end up with a client that has lifetime value for you.
That is absolutely true and well stated. Thank you so much, Roy. Okay, next up, we have a new guest all the way from Ontario, Canada, Shata Shanoon. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thank you so much for having me here. I appreciate it. So I came to Canada 8 years ago, and I moved from Iraq, the hottest place. And here I was. I'm a big passion girl who want to do everything. I'm artist. I paint as well as I'm an author. I write, and I wrote my first book, Not My Sin, which is a true story. I also a founder of Find My Power, Find Your Power. It's for all the people who suffer of trauma to find their inner side, what they can do to improve their life from bad choices to better choices. And especially I love kids, so I'm planning to study how to help kids coming from sexual abuse or any type of abuse. So that's my goal for the next few years.
Great goal.
Oh, that's fantastic. And I can't see myself because of my timer, but I hope that you've posted your contact info in chat, and we are so appreciative that you're here with us today.
Thank you so much.
And next up, Adrian Heredia. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Happy to be here. So basically, I help small business owners exit or sell their business. I feel like I enjoy helping people, so that's one area that I have gotten myself into, and so I consult with them on what to do. I walk them through the whole process. I market the business, find a buyer, and just help them transition out of that business into a new one, or usually into retirement. And that's basically it. Looking to connect with anyone that needs help with that and has access to clients like that, CPAs, accounting professionals are a great referral source for me. And yeah, basically it.
So Adrian, you say you market the business. Is this marketing the business to sell it?
Correct.
Is that what you mean?
Correct.
Business pro.
Could you give us just a quick thumbnail sketch of what might occur for that?
Yeah, so usually I get a business owner that reaches out, they're interested in selling and they're not sure how to do that. So I do a whole business analysis, I get their financials, look at do an appraisal, find out what the business is worth. And then once we have come to an agreement, we do a contract, kind of like a real estate contract, where this is the listing price of the business. We have some back channels, some special channels to market without divulging exactly where the business is, or so that
Yeah.
so if they have many employees, it can be detrimental to the company if the employees find out. So it's marketed in a way, for example, restaurant in Los Angeles, California. Obviously, there's lots of restaurants. We might say what kind it is, and then and so we have these channels where we have people that are investors or looking for a business. They can contact me. They sign a non-disclosure, so I can then now I know exactly who they are. I can direct them, make sure they don't just walk into the business and I go asking questions. And then so that's how we market it. And then obviously we have a big database of people that have inquired in the past, so I reach out to them. Hey, I have this business, you were earlier interested. And then we negotiate and get an offer in, and then go through a full escrow process. Just very similar to real estate, where they do their due diligence, make sure the business is making what we say it's making, and so on and so forth. And then transfer everything that's got to be transferred legally, the names, company, corporations, switching it all over so that the new business owner has no liabilities tied to that company, and he gets his money, goes on his way, and the new business owner takes over. And yeah, basically that's kind of the process in a nutshell.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Great stuff. All right. Grateful to have you here.
Thank you.
Next up, good morning, Joseph Duncan.
Good morning. I am coming from sunny Southern California, representing Assured Consultants. we're coaches and advisors to entrepreneurial businesses, which is everyone in here, most likely, as well as most of the people and businesses that you work with. We provide, as I said, one-on-one coaching. We provide guidance in accessing capital. We provide guidance in strategic planning, marketing, planning, and design, things of that nature. My contact information is in the chat. One of the things that we always want to point out is everyone pretty much needs a coach. We are entrepreneurs who coach entrepreneurs, but we take advantage of coaching and training and seminars as well. So we stay on the cutting edge and provide some real world examples of best practices that you can apply into your business. And that's my time.
Perfect. Good job. Thank you so much. And next up, a woman, I'm not sure how to introduce you, Hale, because you have so much going on. So good morning. Let's hear from you.
Good day. Thank you so much. Right. I'm just going to focus on that one thing. Yes, there's a lot I do. My name is Hale, pronounced like hallelujah. That's an easy pronunciation because everyone asks me, how do you pronounce your name? Okay. Are you ready to transform your life from merely thriving to truly surviving? Do you want an accountability, inspiration, motivation, and that energy all throughout your day, every day? Then join me every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time for 30 minutes where I will share 5 easy, fast, and fun things you need to focus on to rock your day. Connect with me, your friend Hale, with Healthspan with Hale.com. Thank you.
Now, I've been an attendee at your events, and I just want to let everybody else know it's really fun. It's great information, lively, and Hale she's a great leader. So thank you for what you do. Grateful to have you here.
Thank you.
And I'm also grateful for my friend Debbie Voris. Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning. I'm Debbie, your certified holistic health coach. I revitalize people's lives by helping them identify root causes of their health issues and create a custom natural holistic strategy to address them in mind, body, and soul. I've had a busy week. I had that Grand Connections talk yesterday, and also I had a wonderful podcast with Dr. Paul about hydrogen water. It has so many amazing benefits. You can't believe it. And it was one of my best podcasts I've had since Maury, I think. That was a really good one too. But you can reach out to me for different solutions. I'm here for you. I do help men and women and children. So my information is in the chat, and I do offer, complimentary coaching services as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Debbie. You are a very busy person, and I know that you are often going back and forth to Tucson, Arizona, for your son at the university there. And I'm almost amazed how much you pack in, since we are a member of a couple of groups together. And Debbie's always got a positive attitude, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I am on the go, but that makes life interesting,
Never a dull moment. All right, next up, Galit Bernstein. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Galit Bernstein. I'm actually not owning any business but myself, so I will present myself, who I am. Over 25 years experience in accounting and finance. In the last 5 years, I've been doing a lot of interim roles, helping businesses with various project or short-term engagement, including finance operations as a CFO, including ERP implementation, preparation for exits or sales, SEC filing, IPO, and including Big Four, Ernst & Young, that called me for a project. Other than that, I'm very strong with SOX and internal control documentation. To ramp up your business, you need a set of documents to describe your processes. So I'm very strong in designing process to make it a most efficient and more accuracy of data. What else? I'm very good in financial planning and setting up budgets, forecasts, anything that a company needs in order to grow the business and make it that we plan ahead of the game, like we are seeing the future versus seeing the past. Thank you.
Thank you, Gelly. And where are you located?
I'm located in Agora Hills, which is Los Angeles area,
Awesome.
California.
And this is your first time joining us?
Yes, Bob was adding me to his network at some point, and I got the invite for this call.
Oh, welcome. Great to have you here. And it's also great to have my next presenter, Miles Ross. Good morning, Miles.
Good morning. Thank you for having me, second time guest. I just want to also just give a shout out to Linda. I had my first one-on-one with her, and excellent content and services. So thank you again, Linda, for reaching out to me. And Roy, in the same vein, I would love to reach out to you and learn more about your programs. I'm Miles Ross with Ross Enterprises. We are business advisory, business broker, intermediary, same as Adrian. Provide business valuation, confidential business sales, and capital sourcing. I am a QuickBooks Pro advisor accountant and a value builder advisor. So we have a proven program to help this small to medium-sized enterprises with their exit planning and also turnaround engagements as well. So if you know anyone who's thinking of selling within the next 2 to 5 years, we would love to have opportunity to earn your trust and referrals. Miles Ross, Ross Enterprises. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And are you in the LA area as well?
Yes, I am. Actually, I reside in Lake Elsinore, Riverside County, and I serve Southern California. I am
awesome.
a licensed business broker.
Great. All right, fantastic. Thanks for being here. And next up, Cheryl McBride. Good morning, Cheryl.
Good morning. We insure our cars and our homes. Have you insured your greatest asset? Do you have enough insurance? Do you have too much? Do you know? We helped a family just in time. The dad passed just days after we put his plan in place, and the family was okay. We only have today. Are you prepared? Book a time with me to talk about what you want your financials to look like when you walk off the planet. And we work with families and small businesses, and especially those in abusive situations. Let's get them out of that. Thank you so much.
Sounds like you have a lot of things going on. So I'm assuming you're like a licensed insurance advisor?
I am licensed and I have access to great resources.
And in terms of working with families, you mentioned like abusive situations. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, since I know about it firsthand, if you know more about how money works and if you have a plan ahead of time, when the abuse starts, you can start working that plan and find the resources you need to get out of that situation safely. Like I took my kids from Texas to Arizona to save the children. And I had a great support team. So that's what we want to do. We want to support them to get out of that situation.
That's amazing. There's always a great story behind things like that. And I'd love to meet with you one-on-one. Cheryl, thank you. All right, next up is our travel guide. Ed Cisinato. Oh, you're on a call. I'll come back to you. We'll go to Moshe Math. Good morning, Moshe. Always ready.
My love surprises. My name is Moshe Math. I'm a partner in a company called Neuro and Trained Sciences. Our systems look similar to the massage chairs at the airport, but unlike those, ours use what they call sonic massage. Our most popular sound session is relaxation through what they call brainwave entrainment. The example I give is your computer freezes and stops working, and it's either too expensive or too heavy to throw against the wall in frustration. So what do? You turn it off and on again and hope you forgot I had a problem. And that's what we're doing with the brain. We're clearing all this stuff that's causing stress and preventing you from being as proficient as you'd like to be, and clearing your mind so you can become relaxed, go back to work, tedious work you did earlier with different set of eyes but your own, and or go to a new project with a fresh mind. Good referrals for us. I know it's going to sound weird, would be sports, because of sports recovery, also spas to offer as one of the modalities they offer for people. So we'll stop there, but thank you.
Thanks, Moshe. And I just want to, I never get tired of re-endorsing your chair since I got a live demo when I visited New Jersey last fall. It is amazing. You sit in that chair, you're going to want one. So appreciate your being here. And next up, I also appreciate Linda Blair. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning. Broadcasting from Orange County, California. I specialize in internet marketing and an all-in-one AI CRM software platform called Thrive Business Center. So this technology takes multiple platforms and integrates into one easy-to-use dashboard. My clients love that it includes a 24/7 hands-on live support team. It's like having a virtual assistant. So a CRM is like a digital hub for managing all your customer interactions. So when you get a referral from Mycity or a lead from Roy off the internet, or even your entire 20 to 30 year database of clients, pulls them all in. You can stay connected to them by email and text marketing drip or funnel campaigns that can be automated. We also include your social media platforms. So 10, 15 different social media platforms all in one login, and you can send out a push to everything at once. We'll even post for you. We do websites too. So take control of your relationships and communication and watch your business thrive.
Beautiful. I just want to add one point about Thrive and Linda is because I use the product, is the support. I was comparing it with another, I won't mention, but a very popular CRM system. And if you need support, they're charging you like per minute. And the Thrive support is first class, and they will walk you through to help you get set up, because that's a big hurdle for people to set up a CRM system, is the setup process, because a lot of it underneath is a lot of programming to be done. They make it really easy. And I'll just leave it at that. But you should definitely meet with Linda if you haven't yet done so. And I appreciate your being here.
Thank you.
And I'm going to say good morning to David T. Good morning, David.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. David T. here with Coldwell Banker, your favorite SoCal realtor, specializing in residential, multifamily, as well as residential investments. Today, I wanted to share that I'm actually going to be meeting a good friend of mine who lives here in Greater LA as well, but on the west side in West Hollywood. And it's kind of funny because as I'm preparing for my meeting with him to sell his property, he's planning on actually retiring in February. So big congrats to him. But I'm taking a look at the property reports, and it's pretty critical that when you connect with a realtor, or if you're really diving down into stats, sales prices, days on market, that you go in a little bit deeper. And that's where we can help you out, because West Hollywood is actually in a balanced market, meaning there's a lot more properties out there in comparison to certain neighborhoods of LA. So we're going to go over some of the strategic strategies to get his home sold, and specific electronic and email marketing strategies that we can, help to get his home sold at the highest price possible. David T here with Coldwell Banker, specializing in Greater LA.
Scott, may I ask David one real quick question?
Of course.
Please. The question I have is the program you talked about, and I'm not going to ask you to elaborate today because I got it. The program that you help with seniors for homes and everything else, is that offered through Keller Williams nationwide, or is that just your particular firm or
it's our Real Vitalize program, and that's directly through Coldwell Banker, which enables homeowners to borrow up to $50,000 without having anything out of pocket. So that $50,000 can be anything non-structural, could be flooring, repainting, maybe some new cabinetry, but nothing like breaking down walls. So it's up to $50,000, and that amount gets taken out of at the end of escrow, so they don't have to put anything out of pocket. So we fix it up, and ultimately we know fixed up homes are always going to net the owners more money in their pocket at the end of the day.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks.
So just so I know, is Coldwell Banker nationwide?
Yes, that's available for all sellers that are looking to sell single family residence and or condo or townhome.
So you have brokerages in the East Coast?
Yes, correct. We can absolutely connect them to someone, and then we actually have a relocation program through Coldwell Banker as well. So if there's any buddy that I can help that's looking to move, let me know.
Coldwell Banker was part of Sears, Scott, at one time.
I know. It's like
I know, but I don't know if Scott knew that.
No,
I figured you did, but Scott probably might not have, so that's why I broached the first.
Yeah, I did not know that. That's a nice piece of Americana trivia now. It's kind of weird, huh? All righty. Ed Cincinnati, I'm going to give you your minute if you are up for it. You ready?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Alrighty.
I had to take
No worries.
that call. It's
No.
it's a group I'm leading next month.
That's how important service is for you. You take care of your clients.
You got to. Ed Cincinnati. I am the franchise owner of Edward Cincinnati and Associates Dream Vacations. And I would just like to mention, I put it in the chat with the link to my website. We are America's greatest cruise sale, starts on Monday and goes till the 30th. We've got exclusive offers with all the major cruise lines. I've got prepaid gratuities, onboard credits, special offers on third and fourth persons, just a whole bunch of things that we're offering. I'm also doing several land trips, upcoming land trips through the year. I've got bear with me one second. Fortunately, my brain doesn't work all the time. I've got Art and Soul, Portugal by Design. Oh my goodness, Greece by Design. That's Amore, Italy by Design. And Fiestas and Siestas, Southern Spain by Design. All these are available for booking with us right now.
Awesome. Love those slogans. All right. Thanks for being with us. And next up, our friend from, she just stepped away. There she is. Eileen Dawson. Hi, Eileen. Good morning. Can't hear you.
You're on mute, Eileen.
Oh, how about now? Yes?
There we go.
Okay,
Yay.
good. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, yeah, so I'm up in Massachusetts, and our heat wave is finally breaking for those of us that are in the Northeast and Canada. And I am a Ramsey money coach, and I work with individuals and couples in the area of personal finance. The majority of what I teach is about debt management and helping people get out of credit card debt, student loan debt, vehicle loan debt, or all of the above, or personal loans. fortunately, not too many people have payday loans. Those are pretty painful because they double quite frequently. So I had a client that had 2,400 where he started 6 months before with $400 of debt. So definitely want to clear those out quickly. And I also do trainings for colleges, small businesses, high schools. I love to be able to catch those kids when they're still in high school before they take out huge student loan debt, and their parents as well. So that's what I do. I teach personal finance and help people get out of debts.
That's a very important thing. We appreciate that. It's almost a criminal how our system encourages people to go into debt just so they can get an education. That's something fundamentally wrong with that. And
I've got a client right now. Yeah, I've got a client with $220,000 of debt, and he makes $24,000 a year. I'm like, bud, you've got to get it more, you've got to, he's like, well, I might be able to become a salesperson and make like 100. I said, the sooner you could get to that, the better. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a reality check news, right?
Fortunately, he's young and he's still living at home. So, but 10 years from now, he might be married with kids, and, you get into your 30s and your bills really start to pick up speed.
That's true. All right. Thanks, Eileen.
Thank you.
And next up, Tracy Tanner. Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning, everyone. I feel grateful that I'm here today because it's the first day I could stand up straight. I pulled my back earlier this week, so I've been laying down most of the week. I'm Tracy Tanner, and I'm a sales and marketing executive from the technology industry. I've worked with some companies such as Microsoft, Ingram Micro, and Ernst & Young. And I would love to work with a small to medium-sized business, which I have in the past as well, to help them with their business strategy, including sales and marketing and improvements for process improvements for operations. And I have been known, especially, and this is where I do believe my core strengths are as well, to build partnerships, to be a strategic leader, and to get a product into the channel. In my last role, that's exactly what I did in the distribution channel by signing 4 global electronic component distributor agreements for a sensor company. And lastly, I'm working with Betty on, I just want to wrap this up, on a book that I'm writing. And what most, especially people that I've worked with, don't know is that I was raised in a salvage yard, and my dad was a whistleblower, and he died when I was 11. So I'm writing my story of what I remember as in my youth, in that environment. And so thank you, Betty, for guiding me through that process.
Oh, absolutely a pleasure to work with you, Tracy, and I'm just learning so much, as I always do with anybody, but the way that you express your truths and the glimpses I'm getting into your life and your family are priceless. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That sounds awesome. And then when you hear about people's backstory, it's like you appreciate them on a whole deeper level. It sounds fascinating. Can't wait to read that book when it comes out.
Thank you. I'm excited because I've wanted to do this my whole life. I mean, as far as I can, as long as I can remember. So
see, just got to come to Mycity and it all comes together.
Yeah.
Thank you. Glad you're here. And we're also glad to have Maury Zelkovich. Good morning, Maury.
Sorry, new computer, having a tough time getting everything to work properly. So I'll be quick. I'm Maury Zelkovich, world's first and only brainwave entrainment engineer. I can make that claim because I coined the phrase. I have audio and visual stimulation techniques that are used by doctors and clinicians for things like PTSD, Alzheimer's disease, stress, anxiety, sleep disorder, learning, pretty much anything the brain is used for, which is everything. If we can make your brain stronger, we make everything you do that much better and more efficient. I'm looking for people today, specifically, I just put in the chat, I'm hosting a webinar on the 27th called Quantum Mind. Actually, for my system, it's called Activate Your Mind Power. It's on my Quantum Mind Method system. And I'm just looking for help with getting people to the webinar. You can earn up to $60 or from $60 to $600, depending on what people purchase. And that's it. I'll turn the rest of my time over.
Thanks, Maury. Yeah, let's hook up on getting that information spread out, we can definitely put it on the Mycity Facebook page and get it on LinkedIn as well. So
thank you.
That's outstanding. All right, next up, good morning to, or afternoon, where are you? Bill Schweber. Hi, Bill.
No, it's still good morning for a few more minutes. I'm Bill Schwab. I do IT data forensics for major litigation. I have to apologize for not being here for a while. I've been working on a massive, nasty case. I'm still doing it on the other monitor, but I thought I'd stop on in to meet all the new people. I also run a networking group for attorneys and accountants, and I am connected to thousands and thousands of attorneys and accountants all over the country.
That's a great organization that you're working with. By the way, I love the library behind you. I know it's virtual, but it's very cool. Good to have you back. All righty, and let's say hello to Jesse Lee. Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I am a international business specialist. I have a degree in mechanical engineering, help business to bridge into a new territory for significant growth. I have a variety of experience in multiple industry. When I first get out of college, I worked for second largest elevator company in the world called Schindler. I worked in the manufacturing and the sales office. There, I learned to do cross-functional management. And then when I came to US, I started a partnership in Santa Barbara for more than 10 years, more than a decade. And I had experience to do a great joint venture, medical device joint venture project. And from there on, I started with my own independent consultant business for AI, robotic, and medical device and other projects. So I'm specialized for bridging business, technology, and culture into a new territory for significant growth. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse. It's good to have you here again. It's your second time, is that right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. And I also want to thank Joey Battisto from Phoenix by way of Philadelphia. Good morning, Joey.
Yes, hi. How are you all doing today? Thank you for being on the call. Yes, my name is Joey Battisto. I am a realtor, much like David. I'm a global banker, but I'm located out in the Phoenix Valley area. I service about all the Phoenix Valley area, Phoenix, Scottsdale, and all surrounding cities. Whether you're here or have any questions, whether to buy, sell, invest, relocate, anything, feel free to reach out to me. Let's see here. In my past life, I dabbled in some watch sales, and I also did some drop shipping. So any run-of-the-mill household items, bathroom items, kids' toys, pool items I've sold and at least tried to sell. Put both those on the back burner, and now I'm just focused on real estate. Now let's see here. I'm out here in Arizona sitting outside trying to get the last few minutes before it heats up and I start my day, but that is all for me. Thank you very much, and nice meeting you all.
Great to have you here. So what's your daytime high going to be today?
Let's see. I think I'm going to run to the gym after this, and then I have a few calls and some showings today. Usually out here in Arizona when it is hot, it's a little bit of a pain to be running around. Usually you want to just stay inside.
Yeah, it's probably going to be like 110, right?
I think so, yes. I think that is on the menu for today.
All right. Well, best wishes and stay cool. Thanks for being here.
Where do you live in Arizona, Joey?
I'm in the Old Town Scottsdale area, to be exact.
Okay.
So today, Arizona and Saudi Arabia have similar weather conditions.
I haven't heard that. That's
Wow.
This is Tucson. I don't live in Tucson.
Oh.
That's where my sister is from.
Gotcha. Amazing.
I think it was 115 yesterday in Phoenix.
Yes.
Wow. That's up
I guess
there.
on yesterday.
Too much for me.
Okay. Well, I appreciate being near the beach in California. Thank you so much.
Love that weather.
I know who else would agree. That's Burke Franklin. Good morning, Burke. Can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
Hear me now?
Yep. There we go.
So click some different buttons. Hi, Burke Franklin, Business Power Tools up in Santa Barbara, California. I'm finding probably the some of the best uses for business power tools right now are not just startups, but companies that have been around a while. Like maybe they're, I say 0 to 50 people, 0 to 50 million. But companies, I'm working with a tiny home manufacturer. They do about 10 million in sales right now, and they're raising about $10 million. And so it's a small company that needs to raise capital, seems to be the best bet to use my biz plan builder business planning system. And at the other end of the spectrum, if you're selling your company, then using the business plan, all of business power tools, in fact, to stage the company for a faster sale at a higher price. I know Phil's seen this thing in action for his business brokerage. He referred to me one of his clients, in fact. So anyway, business power tools. I'd like to show it to you. It's a business plan with a 5-year financial projection, a pitch deck, all the narrative it's done for you. So if you believe a better business plan would get you closer to investors and money sooner, there's really no better investment than business power tools. Thanks.
All right. It is a great tool. Thank you so much, Burke. And I will just quickly introduce myself. Good morning, everybody. I'm Scott Harrell. My business is LifeTree Prosperity. I'm a small business consultant specializing in intelligent optimization systems, which means mostly software to help improve your bottom line in lots of different verticals. And I'm also an insurance and retirement planner. I work with life, health, annuities, long-term care, and Medicare. And I'm based in Long Beach, licensed in several states, and I'm delighted to be your co-host. So we've got 6 minutes left. I'm going to open the floor up. Anybody has a topic of interest or questions? I will first come, first serve.
May I suggest that for the different sites, we have people here who have podcasts, and that be included in the sites so that people who go to the site will know that there's a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly podcast by a particular person. I think that
I'll put
helps.
it in.
bring people back to the site. I'm sorry, what?
I'll put my link in there for my podcast.
Yeah, well, just
That's
again,
great.
I know that you were here today, but there are others also who have also have. Really, the idea hit me after you talked about Maury's event in about a week. So that probably will bring more people to the site, knowing that there are other podcasts or other opportunities to learn more through this organization.
So
That's
let me
great
ask the
suggestion.
group. Let me ask the group, how many people over this last week posted referrals into our group meeting? Anybody? Scott did? Okay.
Yep.
Anybody else?
I think mine was the week before, but I'm not sure.
I made a referral,
Post
but I
it
didn't
again.
post it. I confess that I did not post it into the group.
Okay, well, I mentioned this earlier. Studies show that most people still get their new business based on referrals. And like the BNI motto of givers gain, when you do meet with somebody, I can only recommend that you don't try to sell them immediately. Build them into a relationship. Then you can start asking for referrals. So it's always very, very helpful to create relationships, build a referral base based on that, and your business will flourish.
Thank you for Moshe's suggestion. So I just made a little post in the chat to invite people to send their announcements of any events to me, either through the Facebook group or to the email that I've listed there. I'll get them posted on Facebook and hopefully on LinkedIn as well, so we can get this thing to reach more people and hopefully increase your
As well.
business.
One thing I want to say, my next week's podcast is with a really good acupuncturist who actually works with children with acupressure, and she has programs for all ages. So her name is Deborah Myers from Deborah Myers Wellness. So that's going to be another great podcast coming up.
And while we're talking about upcoming things, next Friday I'm going to be traveling, so I will not be attending this meeting, unfortunately. But I get to see my brother up in the Central Coast, so that's for a good reason. So,
Nice. All right.
but I want to thank everybody for being here. If anybody else has any quick comments, got a couple minutes.
Let me wish you a happy July 4th then, Scott, since you won't be here next week.
Oh yeah. Wow. You seem to have a good handle on the calendar, Moshe. I appreciate that. All right, everybody.
Guys, have a great day.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, thank you for attending, especially our new guests, and hope to see you again.
Thank you.
And I'll look forward to watching the recording from next week. Okay, so
Thank you.
have a fantastic weekend. Stay cool, everybody.
You
Talk
too,
to you
Scott.
soon.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.